Now, Limpopo police are appealing to victims who may have fallen prey to an alleged serial rapist to come forward. It comes after the arrest of a 33-year-old suspect in Tzaneen last week. Now, he's linked to at least 7 cases of rape dating all the way back to 2015. Police say there's a possibility that the suspect could be connected to other crimes. Our eNCA Moloko Moloto is following the story for us. So hello to you, Moloko. Just give us a sense then, police in Limpopo desperate to try and get as much information as possible. What have they been telling you today?
Hello, Gareth. Well, this 33-year-old man was arrested last Wednesday in Tzaneen. According to the police, they received a tip-off from one of the community members as the suspect was walking in the CBD of Tzaneen. They say that they have been on his trail. They say that they have been able to link him to the 7 rapes or the incidents that happened since 2015 through the DNA samples. So they are saying that they have been looking for him as much as it took that long, 7 years to be specific, since this man has allegedly committed that particular, the first rape. Now they are saying that he appeared in court on Friday for the first time in Tzaneen, and tomorrow on Tuesday he's going to be appearing in another court in Bolobedu, just a village outside Tzaneen, and he will be back in the Tzaneen Magistrates Court on the 6th. The reason why he's appearing in these 2 magistrates courts, the police are saying, is because some of those rape incidents happened under 2 different magistrate jurisdictions. This is why we see him appearing in Tzaneen as well as in Bolobedu. But let's listen to the police spokesperson, Colonel Malesala Ledwaba, as he was explaining how this man was operating.
From 2015 to 2016, we have been having this problem of victims who were actually targeted while they were actually hiking on the spot along R71 near Spa. That road is leading to Palaboro and Guyane. So that is why he was actually preying on those unsuspecting victims, mainly ladies aged between 22 and 25. What he would do, he would just pretend as if he's going to assist, and then he would end up taking the lady in question and end up raping her. And then after raping her, he would end up also taking whatever the lady is having in possession. So in one of those incidences, he ended up also hacking the victim.
All right, so Moloko, apart from how the courts are going to be handling this and police asking for anyone with information, even possible information, to come forward, we need to look at the criminology elements of this as well. You spoke to an expert, you spoke to a criminologist.
That is very correct, Gareth. We spoke to a criminologist, the professor of criminology at the Tzaneen University of Technology, Professor Kolofelo Rakubu, who was just trying to help us understand the psychology, the mind of a serial rapist. And she's saying, look, these are people who are choosing to commit crime. They are fully aware of what they are doing. And she's also saying that they are very smart in that they understand how to, beat the loopholes and the weaknesses within the criminal justice system, because they are aware that once you commit the first crime, the police will be looking for you, and for them to even have the courage to continue, they are aware that it would take long for the criminal justice system to catch up with them. And she was also indicating that while it is their choice, we must also understand that they come from a society that is patriarchal in nature, that has taught men that they have ownership over women, and something which is very wrong, of course, saying that they have internalized such beliefs so much that they believe that they deserve to, rape the women because they are men. Let's listen to the prof there.
We should expect offenders that are very calculating, that are very smart, that are highly motivated, and that are highly dangerous. And for me saying they are very smart is because their nature of criminality, rape, for example, you need to balance, you need to do checks, and you need to identify a potential a victim. You need to identify absence of a capable guardian. And absence of a capable guardian can be parents, can be law enforcement, can be other community members. And for us to identify such is impossible because of our environmental designs, of our situational factors as well, because traditionally, we live with them. They are our siblings. And we have a secrecy syndrome in South Africa. We don't talk about it. So how do you then now come in to say this is a rapist? It's difficult to identify them because they look normal. They are professional. They look intelligent because remember, you need to be smart. You need to identify location. You cannot just pounce on a vulnerable victim. You need to study and you need to understand the surroundings. And they also check the absence of the principles of crime prevention through environmental design, because they operate in areas where there's trees, lack of debushing, poor lighting, surveillance, and lack of access control, or when there's no access control. So you need to be very smart to do that.
So as I say goodbye to eNCA reporter Moloko Moloto, once again, anyone with any information connected to this potential serial rapist out in Tzaneen, to please contact the police as quickly as possible. Moloko, thank you very much. We'll come back to you again as developments come in. All right.